Welcome to another edition of the most consistent, prolific, and dedicated uploads in YouTube history. This is Sean's View Entertainment right here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe with a major backstage update as it concerns why Seth Rollins turned heel. Major developments on what Seth Rollins did, how this all came about, what the future holds. Why would Seth Rollins turn on his teammates? Why would Seth Rollins do something to the Shield after the Shield was such a well-oiled unit? United they stand, divided they fall. The Shield, they were for one another. They looked out for one another. They were as dominant as ever when they came together, and they were as one. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, according to the Backstage Inside reporter, although details are sketchy right now, there is rumors that WWE reset many storylines going into SummerSlam recently, and this was one of those major angles that WWE decided to swerve the fans with. Apparently, WWE has a lot more swerves and shocks planned heading into and out of SummerSlam. The belief is, around this time, the level of interest in WWE goes into a lackluster mode as concerns storylines and angles. Well, there is now talk that perception is going to change, and that change took place starting on Raw last night. There are reports that Triple H was not happy with the current landscape of WWE and that things were going to be changing in a drastic way. Again, this is one of those changes. Triple H is said to be hell-bent on making WWE must-see again, and also wants to assist in the WWE Network subscriber count going up. Triple H is said to be a hothead on occasion and will not stand for failure. Triple H wants to keep things fresh and up to date and make the WWE Universe question what the WWE's next move will be. As of now, the current feeling is no longer will people be able to predict what WWE will do in major storyline predicaments. Triple H is also open to fresh and new compelling heel turns and ideas that will shock people like it did with Seth Rollins. One source stated, the game is going to change in WWE in more ways than one moving ahead. And I'll tell you what, that was definitely shocking. You know, people thought it was going to be Dean Ambrose that turned. First of all, nobody thought that the Shield was going to turn last night on Raw. I mean, that came out of nowhere. I mean, you want to talk about the WWE throwing a monkey wrench in the plans. I just would love to hear, I would love to know the explanation behind Seth Rollins joining Randy Orton and Triple H after everything they've been through. Has this been the plan all along? Has this been the plan to expose the Shield? Has this been the plan to take down the Shield to the point where Triple H always wins? Where Triple H always is the cerebral assassin. He's always thinking one or two moves ahead, or in this case, he's always thinking one or two scenarios ahead. Either way, Triple H once again gets the best of Evolution as Triple H stands tall. Now you got to wonder, how is this all going to work? Is this going to be Evolution? Is this going to be a new team? There's rumors that Seth Rollins' maneuver is now going to be called the Seth Shocker. That's only a rumor. I'm not so sure about that. But that would really fit Seth Rollins because it was a shock of him turning on the Shield. Now, do you think that this was a good idea? What do you think about the direction? Whether or not it was a good idea or not is irrelevant. It was shocking. It got the people talking. Social media blew up when Seth Rollins turned on the Shield with a steel chair attack as vicious as I've ever seen in the last few years. Now, some people are comparing it to the NWO heel turn, and I compare it in the fact that it was so shocking that nobody saw it coming. Just like when Hogan turned heel, no one saw it coming, and that may be overdoing it right there, but it was still shocking. It still does not take away from the fact that the WWE hit the ball out of the park last night on Raw. Everyone talks about how the WWE is predictable, and they can see things coming from a mile away, and they knew that was going to happen. They knew this was going to happen. Well, nobody, and I mean nobody, knew this was going to happen. So not only was it shocking, but it was a pleasant surprise for all the right reasons. And I cannot wait to see what the WWE is going to do moving forward. You adapt or you perish. Obviously, Triple H doesn't believe in perishing. Subscribe.